Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run OvenBreak, where we've got a situation over here. What do I mean by that? Well, the Great Patissier battle is back with its second chapter, and the problem is, the last time that we left off, we got goofed. What do I mean by that? Well, let's just say Angel Chiffon Cookie and Entremet Cookie couldn't really get a handling on themselves because they happen to cook in different ways, and that ended up getting them both eliminated from the competition. So the thing is, I don't know how the pleb they're going to get back in. Now, I'd recommend that you check out the last part of the chapter if you want to find out how the pleb all this happened, but I'll say this at least guaranteed. What I do find what could happen is everyone makes something just as bad as what they did, so that everyone else gets into a sudden death round, and then that's when those two cookies can have their redemption. Or at the very least, either separate or together. I don't know, that's my only big prediction, because I'm sorry, but I can understand Entremet and Angel Chiffon messing up, but they put the dope, the butter cake, whoever that posh dope was, and carrot cookie together. There's no way they'd mix. And the thing is, they also put the rice cake cookie along with the berry tart cookie mixed together, and the rice cake one just insisted on making rice cakes. That's literally it. So maybe that could be the case, but I still want to see what happens because I am curious how this story will still continue on. This can't be. I've been eliminated.
Entremet Cookie? Whoa! The results have left everybody absolutely stunned, both the audience and contestants alike. And honestly, you're allowed to be shocked at such a twist of events, but don't lose heart just yet. Yes, here's a little good news for our eliminated contestants. That's right, folks. We have a surprise redemption round. It's not over until it's over. The door to a glorious comeback is still wide open. You've learned the hard way what happens when you and your teammates' chemistry just doesn't work, haven't you? It's time to dust yourselves off and come back swinging. The redemption round will have you heading out into the field and serving desserts directly to real customers. Customer service, guest ratings, judge evaluations, and vote tallies will all be taken into consideration. Which team will pull in the most orders? Which team will walk away with the most satisfied customers? That's what'll decide your fate in this competition. Oh, and one more thing. Your current teams will stay exactly as they are.
Impressive. To think a dessert could carry such elegance. The depth of the well-aged mascarpone blends with the raspberry mousse in the most exquisite way, and the pastry base. Each layer holds its own texture beautifully.
Right? And somehow not a single ingredient overpowers the other. Every flavor gets its amount in the spotlight, or the moment in the spotlight. I finally get why you wanted us to come here now. I'm practically itching to sketch some new designs right now.
I too am tempted to pull out my sketchbook and start drafting right now. There is something here worth weaving into the collection I am presenting at an upcoming fashion week. Currant cream cookie, pasta meringue cookie. What do you think?
I love that everything doesn't look itself or lock itself into just a single type of flavor. I have to go try out that mugwort and red bean rice cake tart over there. The combination of the two ingredients is so random. I just have to give it a go. It's actually pretty genius in a new, unique way. The punk spirit way.
Nothing will ever top Dear Sugar's desserts from my palate. But I have to admit this isn't bad. There's a boldness here, an experimental edge that's hard to ignore. As Chocolate Bonbon Cookie said, this pastry base is quite spectacular, like a well-crafted corsage. They're like layers of lace, folded one over the other with such delicate precision. You've already seen the broadcast, yes? Since Pink Meringue Cookie has already advanced to the semifinals, I could say all of this with complete impartiality.
All I could say is, wow, a redemption round? Had to expect such an exciting twist. Maybe for the show's next season, I'll design some chef's uniforms and pitch them with a sponsorship deal.
I thought we were done for when we got eliminated, but thank goodness. All the guests here seem to be enjoying the dessert so far.
I genuinely thought we were toast. There's only 2 redemption tickets up for grabs, so you better steel yourself harder than the twice-baked biscotti.
Of course. Both Entremet Cookie and I are absolutely fired up. Still, seeing actual guest eats that I made. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous right now. Back at the culinary school, my friends and I would always share everything we made during practices, or practicals, but serving a paying guest is a completely different world. Deep breaths. Okay, here I go. Welcome. Our team, Fluffy and Warm, will be presenting a mascarpone strawberry chiffon entremet. Please do give it a try. A mascarpone strawberry chiffon entremet?
That sounds pretty fancy, doesn't it, Lemon Cookie?
I guess. But it sounds to me that's the actual name. That name's actually a blend of both contestants' specialties. And Entremet Cookie mentioned her thoughts on usual seasonal ingredients back at the last episode. Using strawberry feels like a deliberate, well-thought cookie, or a well-thought choice.
Wow, look at you, Lemon Cookie. I thought you didn't like stuff like this, but you've been keeping up with the show this whole time?
I just happened to watch it. You could stop talking about the oven wars lately, so... Anyway, what are you ordering? You're the one who wanted to come here, so you pick.
I'm always starving after a workout. I wonder if there's anything with a real kick to it. Looking for a real kick, huh? Then you gotta try our team's mugwort and red bean tart rice cake. There's a whole tart inside the rice cake itself. A fusion of flavors made by us, Team Chewy and Crispy.
It's delicious.
And you could even watch our rice cake pounding performance live. Come over here. Over here. Oh, no. Please don't go. Our dessert has its own kind of refreshing, silky kick to it. I promise. I wish Entremet Cookie would come out and talk to the guests with me. Seeing the guests' eyes light up with excitement just fills me right up with energy.
I doubt she'll even notice. Her pride took a serious hit. It doesn't seem like there's any room for anything much else in her head right now. She's still firing away in the kitchen, pouring her pride back into every cake she bakes.
Fuck you. Following your elimination, then competing in the redemption round, how are you feeling right now?
I showed everyone the worst of me. I lost my composure, pointed fingers at others. It's the kind of behavior you'd see from a complete novice. In this redemption round, I intend to get my head straight and show everyone what I'm truly capable of. No more mistakes. Not a single missing component. A perfect dessert, executed exactly as calculated.
There are those who felt that seeing an expert and veteran like yourself slip up was actually quite relatable. Very raw and authentic. What are your thoughts on that?
Relatable. I suppose. Being relatable has its place, but I consider myself a Patissier before I'm a cookie. I cannot present another disaster on a plate, ever again. Understood? Not this time. I will not commit another mistake. Not a single one. There will be no unintended drops of cream anywhere in sight. The plating has to be flawless. Jimmy Cookie, another order just came in. Everyone's enjoying it so much. I feel full just from watching them. Angela Chiffon Cookie, would you mind keeping it down for a few moments? I'm removing the decorations from their molds right now. I can't afford to break them. Oh, of course. Sorry. Everyone's been going on and on about how beautiful the cake decorations are anyways. Some guests are overeating around them just because they can't bear to ruin them. Well, they're even eating around them because they can't bear to ruin them. I wish you'd come out and see the reactions for yourself, Entremet Cookie. Everyone looks so genuinely happy out there. It makes me swell with pride. And they're saying the proportions are and the flavor are both perfect too. I appreciate it, but there's no time for that. With this many orders coming in, I have to stay focused. The quality of the desserts can't slip. The volume of orders alone tells me everything I need to know about how it's going with the guests. I rarely step out onto the floor at the hotel either. Never forget, what matters to a Patissier is the quality of our desserts. And this redemption round is our only chance to make a comeback. Failing to win this competition will be a genuine disgrace. That's why I absolutely have to make it through this round, no exceptions. You're right. I think I was being naive again. Okay, I'll go pull the chiffon layers out of the oven. After that, I'll head back out of the floor. Take some orders and, come back with them. And I'll tell you just how happy our guests look eating our dessert. You're busy, Entremet Cookie, so that part, I'll take care of it. Very well. Let's each focus on our own roles. That's all we need. That'll be enough. Entremet Cookie, are you actually enjoying this? What? Never mind. There I go again. Saying something unnecessary. Just pretend I didn't say anything. That's hot. The cake came out perfectly, though. Look at you. Since when did you get so bold and speak your mind? You were all obedient. Yes, Entremet Cookie. Yes, of course, all this time. When was I ever like that? And for the record, I listened to you too, Bread Fairy. It's just she's baking away in that kitchen, but she doesn't look happy at all. Everyone eating our dish is smiling and laughing as they eat. Ignoring all of that just to stare at a stack of order slips feels sad somehow. I had a feeling that maybe a dessert with a bit of sadness baked into it might come out of the kitchen.
Cheeky. You're going quite very cheeky all of a sudden. But I can't say that's a bad thing. Hey, heads up. New guest just walked in. Don't just stand there. Go welcome him.
Yay! I get a cake! My friend is on the show too, you know? Do you know Tangerine Tangaloo Cookie? Oh my goodness, you're Tangerine Tangaloo Cookie's friends? Of course I know her. She's just the sweetest little Patissier. How about I pick out something extra special for you? Something yummy that you two could share together. Yay! Yes! Something tasty and pretty, please.
Enjoying it? Seriously, when you're making food for guests, responsibility comes before enjoyment. Good grief, why does everyone keep talking about enjoying...
Entremet cookie. Hey,
Is that a new order slip? Hand it over. I think we need it to prepare for more... I think we need to prepare for some more chiffon batter.
Oh, don't worry about it. I already have a batch ready. Actually, could you just spare a tiny little moment?
It is not urgent. Can it wait? Like I said earlier, right now is not a good time. I still have to...
Yeah, hi, Entremet cookie. I'm Apple Cookie. I just wanted to tell you that I think you're really cool. Can I get your autograph?
A guest? Back here? Angel Chiffon Cookie, guests should never be allowed in the kitchen.
Well, about that. Entremet cookie, this cake is really yummy. Me and my friends watched every episode and you're my favorite. Woo! I get to eat a real cake by the real Entremet cookie. This is the best day ever.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I felt like really eating a cloud, and the strawberries would squish, and it was so yummy. I want to share with all my friends. Can I take some home, please?
Of course. Take as much as you like. Oh, wait. Apple Cookie. You have some leftover cream and crumbs on your face. Come here a moment. Let me get that for you.
I didn't notice. Thank you so much for the cake, Entremet Cookie. I'm so glad she loved it. Bye now, Apple Cookie. Be careful on your way home. Thanks for sharing a moment. She said she really wanted to tell you herself how delicious it was. Entremet Cookie?
I think I just learned something from you, Angel Chiffon Cookie. I didn't even know what I'd forgotten. But I think I do now. That smile. That's what you wanted me to really see, right?
Huh?
The bright, glowing smile a guest gives you when they've truly enjoyed what you made. Just now, every cluttering, complicated thought that's been crowding my head just faded away. I've always believed the thing that mattered could prove my worth in the kitchen was technique. Mastery. So I locked myself in and threw everything into developing menus and perfecting every type of cake there is. I never went out onto the floor, hiding behind the excuse that I was too busy. And all the while, I was just making sure to hunt down every last line the critics wrote about me in the papers. It's pathetic, isn't it? I had completely forgotten that a guest could smile at me like that. Why I started baking in the first place. What the first dessert I ever loved even was.
What was it?
It was... well, it's nothing grand. The most basic thing any Patissier learns. Strawberry shortcake.
A strawberry shortcake?
Yes. It was a little red and white cake sitting in the back of a display case. It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Just one bite of a strawberry dusted with powdered sugar and nothing could ruin my joy for the rest of the day. My parents knew how much I loved strawberries, so they always let me have them all. Memories of strawberry shortcakes were all so full of joy that I started baking because of it. But somewhere along the way, all that relentless practice turned me into who I am today. A strawberry shortcake. I want one right now. It's been a long time.
Then, would it be okay if I baked one for you after this round? Come over to my place and we'll have cake together. I'll make it for you. I actually practice shortcakes a lot for practicals, so...
I'd like that a lot. Then I'll bake you petite fours to go alongside it. But first, let's make sure we win this redemption one. I want to keep competing with you a little longer. The more we compete together, the more I think those faded feelings are finding their way back. And besides, a true Patissier worth their salt doesn't crumble in the face of a challenge like this.
Wow, that was incredible. I have to write that down in my Entremet Cookies quotes journal.
Is there such a thing? What's in it? Show me sometime.
I keep a collection of quotes from Patissiers I look up to and read them over and over. Oh, a new order just came in. Entremet Cookie, let's bake.
There's a lot of missions. This is my chance to show off what I can do. Collecting coins will allow you to complete steps. Once the steps are complete, you can begin the next stage. This should be easy for you.
You might got a point. It could be easy for me. I just gotta make sure that I don't, pull the... Was it round 3? I think it was round 3. I just gotta pull round 3 and don't mess it up. But we do have to meet up with Everything Pie. Who are we gonna meet with this? Everything Pie, Carrot, and Birthday Cake. Well, I guess Birthday Cake makes sense, but... Well, Carrot, actually, ironically enough, Everything Pie and Carrot makes more sense because they both were in the competition. Birthday Cake makes the least amount of sense, but she does make cakes. So, there's that. Anywho, let's go ahead and do our run. I'm pretty sure level 7 is fine enough for this. Yeah, level 5. We're good. Honestly, I could run with any of the other cookies, but I need to exclusively run with Patissier just so I can unlock... Well, not unlock, but like just, get the most amount of points that I can get in these missions. Let's be honest, I need all of them anyway. And... Ooh, I definitely gotta get wrapping up on the plumbing guild video, because... Not guild video, but like... guild master video, like, no, meet the treasure? Is that what it was? Just doing missions with the guild, because I haven't done that in a little bit, so I gotta be sure that I try to, because I haven't done that with the rolling pin treasure. I gotta be honest, I should have. And, like, it's not that I couldn't, I was just too distracted with the one video, which you obviously all know about already, the plebeian Cookie Runner's Kingdom, Cookie Kingdom World video, all of you know, but luckily I'm back at the OvenBreak mood, I'm back at the Kingdom mood, I'm back at the recording mood in general. I will say some big, like, I don't know why I'm going to talk, I'll talk about it in video game terms. A big debuff that I have in regards to recording is the fact that if I record a lot, usually, like, I'll have a big stockpile of videos, which means I can relax. But sometimes Cookie Run is a game where, like, you need to make sure that you, like, log on, like, once a day for, like, daily rewards and whatnot. And sometimes I just forget to do that. There's a lot of things out there that kind of require you to, like, hop on a daily just so you can actually get, like, some extra rewards or not break a streak or something like that. Which I think is kind of sad, but yeah, that's how they really bring the attention up for this game. Like, and the thing is, it's technically not a requirement. Like, it's not required to, like, give you the ultimate edge in the game. It's more so there is, like, little bits of motivation that can help you give, like, any sort of assistance where, hey, you want some extra crystals, you want some extra gems and whatnot? Well, guess what? If you do these extra missions, you'll most likely get them. And by the way, that was a beautiful skill right there. Like, did you see all those Rainbow Bridge you got? Hey, everything. Bye.
Everything pie, Cookie. I saw you on Evermore's. You were awesome. Thank you, little one. So were you watching me doing my thing, weren't you? Of course I was. Everyone got together and watched it in the village hall. We were watching it together in the village hall. We were all cheering you on as you were baking, even if you couldn't hear us. It's so amazing you made it to the semifinals. Ah, shucks. I only made it that far because of all the fun we had making pies together out here. Hold your horses, because I'm going to make sure y'all get a taste of pies I made for the show right here in this town. Really? That's so exciting. Everyone come over here. Everything Pie Cookie is going to make us some pies. I don't have the whistle anymore. Beep, beep. One delicious pie coming up. I'm calling this one the Celebrity Oven Wars Pie. Are you sure you learned this one on the show? It looks delicious there, but this is... you know me. I decided to mix things up by tossing a bit of the ingredients we used on the show however I saw fit. Now y'all can enjoy everything I baked on the show and I'll get it all in one go. Can't tell you what it tastes like yet. That's for us to find out. I wanted to eat a yummy pie though.
Of course, everything pie is just like, hey, do you want to taste some pie? Alright, here's just every single different pie I made in one. Even, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't turn my nose up at it, but even, I'd be like, I wanted to eat some of the pies that were, that you made. You made these. It'd be nice. I don't think I'm asking for much. At least I'm hoping not. I hope I'm not, at least. But 19 missions should be enough to get the next cutscene done. Perfect. Yep. Okay, there we go. Boom. And we also got a free Everything Pie Cookie and Everything Pie Cookie's pet. You finished the first stage. Remarkable. We can't stop now, though. Let's move on to the next stage. Sure, and you got that right. And since she obviously came out, we got all the coins and all the gems needed for this mission to be finished. Gold and silver coins exactly.
Dun dun dun. I hope our Patissiers are back from a good long week of rest. Before we kick off today's semifinals, we have a special announcement. The results from last week's redemption round are in. Who fought their way back into our show? Drumroll, please. Wow! Ha! Entremet Cookie and Angel Chiffon Cookie! After tallying both the judges' scores and the guest scores, their mascarpone strawberry chiffon Entremet received an overwhelming response. Their fundamentals were already impeccable, but what truly took the spotlight was the elegance of their restraint. Never too sweet, never overwrought, and that texture, smooth enough to win over absolutely everyone without exception.
I knew you'd be back. It would have been terribly dull if one competitor I've deemed worthy of my attention had been sent home. Though, of course, I did not expect a certain other cookie to make a return.
Sheesh, that one can't even walk can't even walk in without piping nonsense. Ignore that, weirdo, and well done, well done. Now don't you dare get eliminated again. Don't crumble until you're standing at the very top. You've got it. Now that I'm back in, I'm gonna go for it all, Fred Fairy. That's what I like to hear. Show the world who's boss. 6 cookies have made it to the semifinals, but only 2 will advance to the grand finale. The finish line is practically within reach now. This semifinal mission carries the weight of everything. It can make or break you, and that mission is assembling a full formal dessert table.
Any Patissier worth their apron should be able to plan for our dinner party's dessert spread. Your job is to bring out every last drop of your creativity within the time limit. Make it count.
Huh, I'll be watching to see who can crank out the most variety of desserts in the least amount of time. Quantity matters, yes, but don't you dare let the quality slip.
The concept, the presentation, the bake, the originality of your ingredient, and, of course, the flavor. I shall be examining every last detail with a very discerning eye. Do be prepared. Ha ha ha.
Wonderful. Then, Patissiers, fire up your ovens.
No formal dinner table is complete without a stunning buttercream flour cake. Galas, book launches, weddings, year-end parties. I've done them all.
Oh, his flower cakes are so beautiful. Oh, look at this one that really takes the cake. Look at him making the pounds one by one out of the cream. It's stunning.
You haven't seen anything yet. Once these flowers are arranged on top of the cake, they'll look more like authentic than actual flowers. My goodness, such a delicate touch. What graceful yet sweeping motions. It's like watching a painting come to life.
Oh, it seems he would proceed to cured elemental cheese is a fan of Maison Blair. Buttercream cake cookies brimming with confidence. His table looks very impressive indeed.
A dash of loveliness could change glamour into true beauty. A dessert table that makes everyone happy needs to be adorable. Give it your all pink meringue cookie.
My dearest son cheers me like that, and I'm giving it my all. It is simply what must a father do. I'll create a table of sweets that reflects the love and dreams of our family. I'm gonna bake a cake inspired by the rocket unicorn pastel meringue cookie wrote as a child, and a little heart-shaped letter that he brought home to his very first day of kindergarten.
Father, please don't cry. You need to focus. Mother told you not to cry. Please stop.
Now, let's all take a moment to collect ourselves. Shall we check in on the other contestants? Better make the cream for that roll cake a bit lighter and refreshing. I know. And for the chocolate snowflake cake, I'll dust a little cocoa powder right over the top. The chiffon cake's layers are still in the oven. You need to get them out and let them cool right now. They need to cool down a bit before you apply the icing, otherwise the cream will just melt. Yep, and the most decorations for the cake are setting in the freezer as we speak. I dyed each one to match the fruits shaped. I'll arrange them on top as well once we're ready. It looks like the real thing.
Angel Chiffon Cookie has grown quite skilled in such a short amount of time. But I've noticed this a while ago, but she talks to herself a lot. Almost as if she's having a conversation with someone. No, that couldn't possibly be the case, could it? Okay, I can't just stand here either. It's time for me to bake the greatest masterpiece of my life. Somehow, ever since the redemption round, baking has felt more joyful than it used to. I want to see that look again. That pure, unguarded smile of happiness spreading across someone's face. But first, I have judges to impress. I'll present them with a sacred tart where the depth of melted chocolate, dark chocolate, and the subtle tartness of apricot gem come together beautifully. And then all the way up to the top is a croque cremouche, the kind of show-stopping grandeur that no formal table should be in without. The choux pastry chefs are the soul of the croque cremouche, so I need to give it my full attention. The key is getting the consistency just right, not too loose nor too stiff.
I'm sorry. They all look beautiful, but then you look to the right, and you just see the pie and the googly eyes. I'm sorry. Oh, everything pie, what have you done? Oh my gosh, that's so artistic. I would have given it meme points if I could. I'm sorry. Alright, back to the story. Wait, is that dead fish? Oh, that's fish. Oh no. Oh no, everything pie. I was laughing at first, but what have you made? Uh-oh. Let's get back to the story.
We got to witness some truly masterful techniques from our contestants today. What an absolutely stunning display from everyone. The sweet aromas filling the studio have my mouth watering. I can't hold back. Judges, what were your overall impressions?
First and foremost, it was a genuine feast for our eyes. Seeing contestants' style came through so vividly and distinctly, and to see them baking, I'm pretty sure it was to see them baking with such awakened joy. As a fellow patissier, it warmed my heart in the most wonderful way. Ho ho!
The world of baking is rich with an extraordinary range of techniques. I was genuinely impressed to see each patissier drawing from the vast repertoire and putting it on full display.
I agree, and the ingredients were so wonderfully varied too. I love the fact nobody skipped out on using fruit. I've been eyeing on those plates the whole time. So what do we get to eat? Yes, no rushing now. Shall we begin the taste testing? Ha! Nutritious desserts are delicious desserts. That's just a fact of life. I put together an all-carrot formal dessert spread using fresh carrots I dug up this very morning.
My oh my, this truly showcases just how far a single carrot can go in the culinary world. Carrot juice, carrot pudding, carrot cake, and carrot biscuits. How delightfully orange.
This is more exquisite. This is more extensively thoughtful interpretation of the carrot than I anticipated. I expected the flavors to blur together, but there's a surprising range here.
But given that we're in the semifinals with the finale right around the corner, I think this need to be bolder. The commitment shown for the carrots is admirable, but leaning this hard into a single ingredient risks wearing out the palate. And fast. One? Wearing out the palate? Where? When? What does any of this wear out the palate? Do you have any idea how incredibly delicious carrots are? Wear out the palate. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh, easy there, Carrot Cookie. Let's bring it down a notch. And judges' feedback isn't always guaranteed to be sweet. But let's move on to our next contestant. Hello, everything pie cookie. You put together quite the spectacle spread of just pies. Please explain them to us. Well, anything with a crust is a pie if you can want it to be. Ain't that all there is to it? I just went with whatever felt right, so you can bet your bottom coin everything's gonna taste delicious. The flavor of all my pies here is the flavor of happy surprises, so don't you fret too much over what's inside. Just let your taste buds do the talking.
I beg your pardon, but what in the world is going on with that shape of that one? Are they supposed to be eyeballs?
That one, darling. I think that got more of a mystery to it than the far side of the moon. You know, this fit right in at the pumpkin moon party. How about we call it a monster pie? Despite its lackluster appearance, the flavors displayed here are quite remarkable. But if a patissier cannot properly explain her own dessert, I'm afraid that calls the title patissier itself into question.
There is undeniable talent in producing. I tried to remember all the characters, I swear. I was... Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm just remembering the eyeball.
There's an undeniable talent in producing something extraordinary from sheer instinct alone, but for the love of all things edible. Next time,
I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, bitter. It's this guy. There's an undeniable talent in producing something extraordinary from sheer instinct alone, but for the love of all things edible, next time bake something that doesn't look like it crawled out of a fever dream and attacked the plate.
Well now, the eliminations are piling up. 2 spots at the finale still remain, and we still have our 4 contestants left. What will the outcome be?
I had a feeling carrot and everything pie were going to be the first ones eliminated, but ooh, we got a pie. Hello? Or it's a cake. I assumed it was a pie, but I'm sorry. Everything pie has traumatized me.
There's no making beautiful desserts without an equally beautiful organized kitchen. In the next stage, you'll have the perfect kitchen fit for a true patissier. I threw in the word perfect just cuz. But we have set table. Cream floor is created for 3 seconds every 15 seconds. Okay, so now we have some extra abilities down our hand, which probably off camera I should probably upgrade. Well, probably I'll do it when the time comes. I have to upgrade, you know, Entremet cookie just in case. But for now, with that being said, next time we record this, obviously, we're going to be doing levels 2 and 3. So stay tuned for that. But for now, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it. And also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my kick around content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you can see links to all my social media, which, you know, it's in my description, but it's in my card website specifically. We're all plebs. You can buy some merchandise at the pleb market. And if you want to become a member yourself, then, you know, you can become a YouTube pleb for $1 a month. But above all else, I'll see you Entities and Guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give a big shout out to the plebs, aka the members who are supporting the things that I do, being Eduardo Pimentel, Casual Gaming, Jojo Sands, and Wavy Plays Games. Thank you all so much for all the love and support, and I'm hoping that we can keep on going forward together.